Hi guys, today is a very beautiful Monday afternoon. I know it's taken some time for me to get my hands on this, but it's been worth the while. So as you can see, this is the S8 Plus and we have the 64 GB version, Midnight Black Edition, and at the back of the box we get a few specifications of the phone. It's an IP68 water and dust resistant. It has the iris scanner, 4 GB RAM, wireless charging, and the giant 6.2-inch screen. So let's begin by first unwrapping this box. So guys, I've taken out the plastic covering and this is the box. It's quite shiny. The version of the S8 Plus has been selling in the market for 64,900, and this is sold exclusively on Flipkart, and there's only one variation for the memory, that is the 64 GB inbuilt storage. You also have the option of going with a memory card slot as well. So on opening the phone, on unboxing this, you get the S8 Plus, and believe me, I'm just glancing at this phone right now. I don't want to take my eyes off this because it's one marvelous beauty for sure. So let's keep this aside and let's see what do we get in this box. Okay, so everything is in black as expected, and here we are going to pull this out. So here we get the SIM ejection tool, and we also have a few leaflets in between, the quick start guide. You also have the local language variant, the SAR information, and as you can see guys, the ED value of the SAR is 0.255 per kg. So regional log guide, how to transfer content using the Samsung Galaxy to your new phone. And again, the same information in Hindi, and the warranty card as well. So I put this back in this box here, and let's actually go back to the phone. Okay, so here we have a converter here that is for a USB Type-C to a USB connector, and we also have the micro USB converter as well. Here is the Samsung fast charger, and guys, like you can see here, this is the travel adapter, and the version is 9 volts at 2 amps. So this is a fast charger producing an 80-watt output. As you can see, adaptive fast charging. Okay, and this is one thing that I was actually looking forward to, which is the earphones. These are not your standard earphones. These are AKG built high bass earphones. I'll be checking out these in my full review, but just for you guys, I'll just pull this out and show you. Like you can see guys, this is not an ordinary cable, this is a braided cable, so this will take a lot of trust on this, so you can throw it in your bag. You will not have any tangles. It's a tangle free cable. It's quite sturdy. You have your regular volume control options, and you also have an option to pause or end the call. You have the microphone at the back. So I'll be testing this in my full review as well. And the last would be your USB connected cable for the battery charger, and this is the fabric earbuds that you get for these earplugs, depending upon your earlobe size. So that's it guys from the box, and let's just boot up this phone and we'll get back. So guys, I've finally set up this phone, and like you can see, the phone is looking vibrant because of this AMOLED screen, and this phone does have an haptic feedback just like the Apple phone. So what I've done is I set up the haptic feedback. So before we proceed further, let me actually give you the physical overview of this phone. As you can see, this phone is a 6.2-inch Quad HD 18.5:9 aspect ratio. Being a 6.2-inch screen, the pixel density falls at 529 pixels per inch. and it has the always on display. As you can see, you have the earpiece, the front camera, and the sensors, the home button that is enabled with the haptic feedback. On the right hand side you can see the power on and off button, and on the left hand side there is a new addition, the Bixby assistant button. It has its own Bixby edition dedicated physical button. You have the volume rockers, and on the top we have the ejector tool for the SIM, and you can also put your micro SD card as well. You have the primary microphone, and at the bottom we have the 3.5 mm headphone jack. Very pleasing to see that. You have the USB type C port, you have the secondary noise cancellation, and you have the speaker output at the bottom, firing speakers. So on the back, not so pleasing to see is the fingerprint sensor. It is quite awkwardly placed, so we might end up touching the camera lens. So you have the fingerprint sensor, the 12 megapixel f1.7 aperture lens camera. You have the autofocus, and you also have the Samsung branding logo at the back. Like you can see guys, this is a fingerprint magnet. Even having this plastic protector covering, it's a fingerprint magnet. So I would suggest you guys to please do get a back protector covering for this phone. So coming to the front facing camera, both these cameras have a f1.7 aperture. You have the very pleasing iris scanner. This is the solution to the back facing fingerprint sensor. This iris camera works really efficient, yeah, and there are a few software adjustments made that you can use this even with your sun glares on. But the highlight feature of this is you can also use this in a dull indoor lighting conditions. If the sun is too bright, you might have trouble on that, but 90% of the times you will not have trouble. This will open up quite quickly. So I have not set this up as of now, and yes, for some of you guys out there, it does have an LED indicator as well. So let's actually get into this phone, and I did get a software update which I have downloaded. It was a 426 MB software update that was there. So I just have to install this. I will install it quite later. They have a few improvements on the software and the performance issues as well. So before going back, yeah, some of you guys might even want to know what happened to the Bixby assistant. So the Bixby assistant here is, you can either press the physical button and it starts, but for this you have to have a Samsung account. So please do set up a Samsung account, and this will be enabled in all the apps that you have. Going forward, you might get a few third-party apps that are enabled with the Bixby assistant as well. So moving on, let me give you guys a a software configuration of this phone. The Indian version of this phone sells with the Exynos 8890 chipset. As you can see, it's a 2.31 GHz chipset, and this is presently running on 8 cores, and it is supported by Mali G71 GPU. The device is Samsung, and by default it is set to full HD. There is one thing guys that I have noticed. I will show it to you quite later in this video. If you see this here, it has a pixel density of 393, which is quite inaccurate exactly, to be honest. And the full HD resolution here is something which you will see that once we go in the settings and under the display, you see the resolution here guys, it shows 1080 at 2220. However, on the app, if you see, it shows 1080 at 2008. I'm not sure, it might be a software glitch or something like that. So the inbuilt storage, out of the 64 gigs that you're getting, you will get 53.98 gigs, but I've installed a few apps due to which right now it's showing 50.05 gigs available storage. So the system is currently running Android 7.0 out of the box. So after the update, I'll have to check what version do I get and what security patch that I get. The security patch right now is the April security patch on the phone. So the battery is a 3500 milliamp hour battery, and you do have a lot of sensors enabled on this phone. As you can see, a lot of sensors running in the background as well. So what I wanted to actually do is first show you guys the resolution so that I can bump it up to the QHD plus like they are saying. And yes, I will definitely post in detail review on the battery. of the full HD and QHD on the full review video going forward. So that's it guys from this unboxing of the Galaxy S8. But before I go, I know some of you guys would really like to see the camera booted up, so here's the camera for you guys. And one thing that I have noticed and I've really liked about this is the autofocus. So if you guys can see, the autofocus is pretty fast. So let me take a few snaps and let me check how is the autofocus coming up. So guys, here is a few snaps, and it was asking me for the Bixby assistant. I didn't set up the Samsung account, so I've just ignored that. The camera is really gorgeous, and this is going to give Pixel a real run for the money right now. So I'm pretty sure that you guys will love the end result after the image processing is done. It has a multi-image processing going on in the software, and the end result is really astonishing. It's one beauty and one powerful camera on a smartphone out there. So this is it guys from the unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Request you guys, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, please do like, share and comment in the section below. We are looking forward to your comments, and hope to see you guys in our next video. Take care.